Your mouth is a revolver, find bullets in the sky. Your love is like a soldier, loyal till you die. And I've been looking at the stars for a long, long time. I've been putting out fires all my life. Everybody wants a flame, they don't want to get burned. And today is our turn. Days like these lead to nights like this, lead to love like ours. You light the spark in my bonfire heart. People like us, we don't need that much. Just someone that starts the spark in our bonfire hearts. This world is getting colder, strangers passing by. No one offers you a shoulder, no one looks you in the eye. But I've been looking at you for a long, long time, just trying to break through, trying to make you mine. Everybody wants a flame, they don't want to get burned. Well, today is our turn.
It's amazing how you can speak right to my heart. Without saying a word, you can light up the dark. Try as I may, I can never explain what I hear when you don't say a thing. The smile on your face lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. The touch of your hand says you'll catch me wherever I fall. You say it best when you say nothing at all. All day long I can hear people talking out loud. But when you hold me near, you drown out the crowd. Try as they may, they can never define what's being said between your heart and mine. The smile on your face lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. The touch of your hand says you'll catch me wherever I fall. You say it best when you say nothing at all. I could stay awake just to hear watch you smile while you are sleeping, while you're far away and dreaming. I could spend my life in this sweet surrender. I could stay lost in this moment forever. Every moment spent with you is a moment I treasure.
You're the cure, you're the pain, you're the only thing I wanna touch. Never knew that it could mean so much, so much. You're the fear, I don't care, 'cause I've never been so high. Follow me through the dark, let me take you past the satellites. You can see the world you brought to life, to life. So love me like you do, la la, love me like you do, love me like you do.
My love, here I stand before you. I am yours now. From this moment on, take my hand. Only you can stop me shaking. We'll share forever. This I promise you. And when I look in your eyes, all of my life is before me. I'm not running anymore, 'cause I already know.
So hello, welcome family and friends of Toni and Lee. My name is Sharon Palmieri and I'm your celebrant for today. I'm an authorised celebrant and I'll be the one flapping my gums for the next 20 minutes or so, talking about these gorgeous two. Today we are going to celebrate the best of what it means to be human. Today we celebrate love and in particular Toni and Lee's love. You're invited here to share this moment with Toni and Lee because, put quite simply, they just really like you. For Toni, being here is a chance for her to share with everyone how she feels about Lee and the moment she can claim ownership over him. But she was joking, not. Lee's her best friend and she wants their ceremony to reflect them, which of course is fun, loving and always making jokes. Although they tell me they can be romantic every now and then. But the reality is they are more likely to be the ones playing pranks on each other. So if I say something remotely funny, can you please laugh? But there will be no pranks. You're safe, yeah? We're safe? No pranks, oh God. Everyone check the seats. For Lee, today marks a massive milestone, something they are lucky to do first before other great achievements together, like those babies, travelling the world, buying a house, and all the bits and bobs in between. He believes it concretes the meaning of them and the meaning of marriage. Are you breathing, darling? Take a deep breath. Good. It is at this time I do like to make a little mention and a hello to those who have travelled here today. And we've got Lee's sister Sandra, hi.
She's in the back row.
Hi. Oh, yes. Oh, you'll be right. Sunscreen. It'll be right. And, of course, cousin Jamie, who've come from interstate, and the rest of you, I'm sure you've just come from up the road, so we're good to go. So these guys, actually, a little story time now before we get serious and married, and they actually don't know what's going to come out of my mouth, so pay attention. You good with your dress? Yep, beautiful. Isn't she stunning? This dress is gorgeous. Anyway, these guys actually go as far back as high school, about 2007. In fact, they never really spoke then. Toni would see Lee around and say hi, and Lee would nod and walk away. Toni was convinced Lee hated her, so she let that possible romance slip by. What's so funny? We haven't even got the funny bit yet, but thank you. Thank you for contributing. Lee's version is a little different, which I love because it's different. It goes a bit like this. Lee was always attracted to Toni in high school. He thought she was pretty and cute, and she hung around all the popular kids. We don't want to hold hands?
They're too immature for that.
She hung around all the popular kids. She liked to say hello to him, which he thought was a bit odd and too good to be true. All rolled into one. He was so nervous anytime she engaged with him, and of course had absolutely no idea that she was actually into him. But he just nodded, kept on his way. So these two star-crossed lovers went about their business for about the next 6 years. But good old Facebook, hey, will soon play a part in this young love coming to fruition. It was late October in 2013 when Toni's laptop broke and was desperate to have it fixed. She put a call out to the glorious Facebook network to see who was good with computers. Then she recalls that guy at school who hated her. Just randomly, yeah. Yeah, that's you, Lee. Yeah. She thought, why not, and sent him a message hoping he would take pity on her. When Lee received Toni's message, he thought, oh, she must remember me as that nerd geeky from high school. But he was okay with that. When Lee received, oh, that's right, message went back and forth, trying to organise a day to catch up to see if Lee could help out this damsel in distress. But little did he know, Toni was in contact with their mutual friend Nathan. Groomsman, how are you? He does feature quite heavily in their love story, but not the way you'd think. So Toni was in contact with their mutual friend Nathan, and as she wanted advice on how to communicate with Lee, as he was always way too shy to get anything out of him. Yay, Nathan! Woo!
Woohoo!
Yay, thank you. Nice participation, everyone. They got talking, and as it turns out, Lee was the biggest flirt ever. Can't see it. Yeah. Were ya? Shy, flirty, you can be both. Toni tells me those pickup lines were one to make you shudder. Well, they couldn't have been too bad, Toni. Spoiler alert. Married. Anyway, they exchanged numbers and spoke about their favourite chocolate, colours, music, etc. But the moment Toni was completely won over was when he attempted the Harry Potter quiz, as he wanted to look good. So he was asking her all the answers to all the questions, and he got a perfect score. Hey? So back to Nathan. Of course, he encouraged them to hang out. Didn't you? Yeah, good. That means you haven't lied to your celebrant. That's good. It was set. They were going to hang out. Except Lee had decided this catch-up would actually be a date and asked Toni to sleep over. As they'd recently exchanged the I like you a lot conversation. Anyway, so what laptop is what we're... Oh, there we go. Get that breeze, everyone. How's the laptop story going? Never heard about the laptop again. I'm sure it got fixed. Maybe it did. Anyway, so hang out they did. They met at Melbourne Central, yes, with Nathan. Toni saw Nathan first, and then when she saw Lee, she became so nervous to the point where she was going to throw up. You do, because you said that to me out there as well, didn't you? And there it was, at Melbourne Central, it hit her. This was going to be something special. Oh, it's romantic, isn't it? Melbourne Central. Oh, no, that's all I had. Melbourne Central. I thought it was great. Okay, so Toni thought Lee was such a gentleman, carrying her bags. Pay attention, gentlemen. Carry the bags. I love it. They went back to Lee's house, where Toni met Mum, and as he cooked dinner, and then they ate while watching Harry Potter, knowing this was her thing, telling her how cute it was that she spoke movie word for word. So then off they popped to a bar. Yes, Nathan was there too. Nathan's bloody everywhere, isn't he? Toni felt the sting of rejection again. Just like high school, Lee spent more time with Nathan and Billy than her. And sadly, she thought this was going to be a one-date thing and was getting prepared to do a runner. and ring Mum to come and get her. But you didn't. You didn't get the call. No. Nathan saw an opportunity and went to sit with some tourists, forcing Lee to talk to poor Toni, who was about to bail. Boom! Yay, Nathan. Hey? Sparks flew. They went crazy. Lee made her laugh so much and so hard as they told jokes. Toni tells me it was magical and that Lee admitted to liking her in high school, and that totally blew her away. Oh, I love that you're loving your own story. I love the first Pash story. It really does. It's that fork in the road where you're either a friend or you're not. I find it a huge milestone. So I'm going to share their first Pash with you. You ready? Is everyone ready for the first Pash story?
Lee, can you handle this?
Yeah?
All right.
Oh no, it's really harmless, I assure you. Lee was so nervous about this first kiss and believed he only gave her a kiss on the cheek a few times that very night. Toni didn't lead, but she gave him lots of subtle hints when to kiss her or hug her. On the cheek, Dad. The next day, Lee dropped Toni off in Glenroy, where Anne-Marie, Mum, was waiting to pick her up. Lee goes the big hug goodbye. Toni had a different idea, cleared her throat. Bit like that, I'm assuming. You can kiss me, you know. Do you remember now? I'm glad I'm here. So what does he do? He leans in for their first Pash and he goes to kiss her on the cheek. See, Dad, I told you it was G-rated. Hey? Okay, so it wasn't the most passionate first Pash that I've ever delivered in a ceremony, but I have to say, it's certainly the sweetest one I've ever delivered in a ceremony. You're such a good boy. Good moral compass. All right.
Are you happy about that?
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
They began to see each other often and talked all day, every day, until that awkward moment when he jumped the gun and said, "I love you," via SMS. I hope so. Well, someone lied. To which Toni responded, "Thanks." They headed off to the Melbourne show and Toni forced this poor bugger to go on a ride with her. He was scared out of his brain and freaking out. She laughed, she looked at him and realised he got on this ride that he hated just because she asked him to. She then said plain and clear, face to face, "I love you too." Aww. Aww. Yeah, okay. She then said, about a month later, Lee asked Toni to stay for a week. She never left. That was it. It was on. I'm glad we got clarification from the girlies. But once the dust settles and you start to think this relationship is your future and you want to work out what it is that's made you fall in love, and it's those values that weave in and out of this courtship that make you realise that you are actually falling in love. So for Toni, it was the fact that Lee marched to the beat of his own drum and always put others first. He always knows how to make Toni feel better and knows to tell her when to suck it up. He is loyal and trustworthy. He is her best friend. He makes her laugh and he also makes her so angry at times, but she loves that too. Hey? That's normal. She adores his confidence and ability to just to not care what other people think. Will do anything and be as silly and crazy as possible to make people laugh. And the moment she felt his biceps was the moment she knew she was in love. Oh, she's still doing it. She goes all gaga for your biceps, baby. Hey? I know. Well, that's good. Just keep doing that until your twilight years and then we'll be good to go. Then I won't have to get a phone call. As in, to tell you off. Just clarifying that. Lee, Toni knows you will always be by her side no matter what. For Lee, it was Toni's slight bookworminess style and he thought she looked so beautiful and she was smart and in control whilst always acting cute that won him over. You both have worked hard to get to a point where you can talk to each other about anything and know that no matter what your problem is, no matter how big or small, you will always be by each other's side. So, of course, there was a proposal a few years later on one of Tony's favourite days, Christmas Day, which, of course, she said yes pretty quickly in case he changed his mind. They love to curl up on the couch and watch movies, preferably with dumplings. We all love dumplings. And Tony has jumped on board some of Lee's passions, one being Formula One. Really share that, and they really share that with him, and even having a favourite driver. Look at that. And Lee really took an interest in conventions and cosplaying for Tony. His Swedish chef is amazing. Make him do it at the reception. Actually, I'll make him do it before I leave, so I haven't seen it. They don't really have the same interests. Their personalities are very different. Tony is a nerdier person, cosplaying, comics, books, etc. Lee is more hands-on cars and gaming. Lee pays attention to the small details in life. Tony is the planner. Lee remembers when the bills are due, and Tony dreams about what they could spend that rent money on. Lee keeps Tony on track in life because she is so easily distracted, and Tony encourages Lee to have more fun and be spontaneous. Aww, that's so nice. So even though there are many differences, they match. And isn't that the reason we all make this huge commitment? It's because we match. I have the sweetest story to share with you before we get on to the legals. Yeah. Well, you gave it to me, so just pick one. So they were watching Tony's nephew for the night, and he wouldn't sleep. So it was about 3 a.m. They were dead tired. Lee was holding him and making him laugh, and it was at this moment that she knew she had made the right choice and knew she couldn't live without her man. Oh, that's beautiful. Thanks, girls. Okay, Lee, can you pop up for a sec? We're going to start getting serious now because you guys are going crazy. So, Lee, may I ask you, well, I just did, to stand? You standing? You sure?
Yes, I'm standing.
Oh, good.
Yes.
I was just double checking. I'm going to ask you a very important question of your daughter. It's quite an old-fashioned and an old tradition that we ask Dad for his daughter's hand in marriage to this gorgeous boy. So, I change it up a little bit because we're in modern times, but the thought is still the same. Do you continue to support her choices and give her beautiful hand in marriage to Lee here today?
I do.
Yay! That's always a good sign when Dad says that. Take a seat. Enjoy watching your daughter get married. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's get serious. Let's cheer, clap. We're going to get them married. Yes. They're distracted by the gorilla. That's all right. You're at the Werribee Zoo. Hold hands. You're not friends. You're not. Yeah. No, I'm hoping you will remain friends. That's really important in a relationship. So, Toni, do you take this man to be your husband?
I do.
Lee, do you take this woman to be your wife?
He does.
Okay. Thank God that's not a legality. Oh, did you? Nice surprise. As an authorised celebrant, I am duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. Toni and Lee, before you are joined in marriage, in my presence, in the presence of these witnesses, I am to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship in which you are now about to enter. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is a union of a man and a woman to the exclusion of all others voluntarily entered into for life. Well, that's what the legal wording says, but as an authorised celebrant, I do have to read that word for word, but you should know these guys, and they cannot wait for the day that everyone has the right to marriage, regardless of gender, right here in Australia, as they are doing here today. And as of this week, we are one step closer. Yay! That was really important to these guys that I read that out, so thanks for the clapping. That was good, see? That's important to you. Okay, so now these guys, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Just checking everything.
Oh, good. Is your butt still there? Oh, good. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, these guys are now going to be sharing their personal vows with each other, and then we'll do their legal vows shortly.
I'm so happy to be marrying you, Toni. I feel like I'm the lucky one in our relationship. You're smart, beautiful, cute, and full of character. You've brought a lot of change in me, taught and shown me quite a few different things. all things that I consider quite normal to me now. I've seen all your interests and even participated in them. I've gone places I never thought I would go, done new things I never thought of doing. You have a massive family, as I'm sure we all can see, and I'm sure they all have brought change in me also. I'm not as shy as I once was. I always try to be there for you. I'm always trying to keep an open mind of how I'm treating you. I don't want to seem dull, boring, non-supportive, tired or too lazy. In saying these things, here are the vows I promise you. I promise to love you always, to keep an open mind, to be supportive, take interest in your interests, not to be too selfish, help you, support you, take part in chores, lessen the burden of anything that comes across in life. Oh.
My vows are so different to yours. Today I marry my best friend, the one I have laughed and cried with, the one I have learned from and shared with, the one I have chosen to support, encourage and give myself to. Through all the days given to us to share, you are my sunshine in the spring, the promise that life can go on, no matter how bad it may seem. You have no idea the effect you have on me. I promise to never watch The Walking Dead without you, unless you really, really annoy me. I promise to not spoil the ending of the movie if I've read the book first. I promise to make sure we aren't just hungry when we yell at each other. I promise to attempt not to answer with "I don't know" when you ask me what I want to eat. I have no guarantees though. I promise to fight by your side in the zombie apocalypse, unless you get bitten, because then we really should see other people. So let us step into the night and pursue that flighty temptress adventure together as one. I love you like Lily loved James, and I promise to love you always.
Just went in to kiss her. Well, not yet, not yet.
No, you don't kiss her until the celebrant says so. They're the rules. He was getting a bit premature. He was getting excited. Okay, Jacob, can we have Tony's ring, please? The box. What have we got in there? Nothing. Oh, she's about to. Oh, she was about to have a meltdown.
That's what I was thinking.
That is why he wouldn't let me check the rings all day.
Okay, we found the ring. Everyone calm down. Okay. Yeah, give him the box. I'm going to slide that halfway. You're romantic. So now the ring exchange is also going to include their legal vows. You ready? Look at her. You're not marrying me. I call upon the persons.
I call upon the persons here present to witness that I, Leroy Cherms, take thee, Toni Lee Bamford, to be my lawful wedded wife.
Oh, it's on! Yay! It's on! Ella, can we have Lee's ring? It does look lovely, doesn't it? Oh, he's as cute as a button, aren't you?
I call upon the persons here present to witness that I, Toni Lee Bamford, take thee, Leroy Cherms, to be my lawful wedded husband.
Oh, that's nice. Yay! You ready? Hold hands. With all of that being said, your promise is made and the exchange of rings a symbol of today. I now so proudly declare you husband and wife. Kiss it, bride! Yay! Everyone clap harder. More kisses. Another kiss. Yay! So you've just just witnessed the first Pash as husband and wife because they are actually legally married from their vows. So if I don't hand the paperwork, I'm the one that goes to jail. So you're actually husband and wife now. First Pash, husband and wife. Oh, thank you, sir. So now we're going to pop over here in the shade and just do the signing. So enjoy the music from Rosie. And when we get back, we're going to send these gorgeous things down this beautiful symbolic aisle. And then we're going to get you out the sun really quick. Okay, over here. Oh, we need Nathan and Jamie. You guys value each other as individuals more than anything. The laughs, the fights, the disappointment and the surprises. No relationship is easy, and you guys learnt very early on you can't talk about it, then it will never work out. I love that you guys are making sure you take 15 minutes in bed each night to talk about your day and how much you look forward to that time alone. Lee, you paying attention to your celebrant? I'm about to give you some emotional stuff here. You value the fact that you both understand each other so well when being upset or happy or just in general. I love how excited you are about your future, setting out to achieve all those big things, your lifelong commitment to be one, probably the biggest, and also buying your own home, seeing the world together, and of course, when the time is right, to be blessed with little bubbers. Thank you so much for having me. Hello. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. It really has been an honour marrying you guys and getting to know you over the last, nearly 18 months actually. So it is now time, thank God you're all standing. We're going to get those clapping hands out, the Yahoo voices primed, as we're going to send them off down the aisle for the very, very first time as Mr. and Mrs. Cherms. Congratulations! Woo! Yay! Enjoy, enjoy!
Go, JC, clap.
The heart is a balloon, shoots up through the stony ground. There's no room, no space to rent in this town. You're out of luck, and the reason that you had to care, the traffic is stuck, and you're not moving anywhere. You thought you found a friend to take you out of this place, someone you could lend a hand in return for grace. It's a beautiful day. Sky falls, you feel like it's a beautiful day. Don't let it get away. You're on the road, but you've got no destination. You're in the mud, in a maze of her imagination. Your love is down, even if that doesn't ring true. You've been all over, and it's been all over you. It's a beautiful day. Don't let it get away. It's a beautiful day. Touch me, take me to that other place. Teach me, I know I'm not a hopeless case. See the world in green and blue. See China right in front of you. See the canyons broken by cloud.
See the tuna fleets clearing the sea out. See the bedroom fires at night. See the oil fields at first light. And see the bird with a leaf in her mouth. After the flood, all the colors came out. It was a beautiful day. Don't let it get away. Beautiful day. Touch me.
Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Backbeat, the word is on the street that the fire in your heart is out. I'm sure you've heard it all before, but you never really had a doubt. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the roads we have to walk are winding, and all the lights that lead us there are blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. Because maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all,
Ladies and gentlemen, if I can kindly have your attention, please. Yes, that's me, all the way up here. If you're up the back and you can hear me, give me a wave. So without further ado, shall we get our bridal party in here? Yeah! All right. You know what? We're going to pump them up, ladies and gentlemen. This is a night for celebration, so I'm going to ask you all to please be upstanding and come and gather around the dance floor. We're looking for one of those kind of uncoordinated kind of half circles. You know that we always get at a wedding. It never looks symmetrical, but it looks like you guys want to be there and you're having a great time. Shall we get our bridal party in here? Yeah! I reckon we can do better than that. We need to scare the gorilla. Can we? Do we want to get our bridal party in here, ladies and gentlemen? All right, let's go crazy and wild. We're going to start off first. Make them feel extra welcome. It's our groomsmen, Luke and Ben. All right, next up we have our bridesmaids, Emma, Shayla, and Samantha. Looking gorgeous. All right, keep that applause going for our maid of honour, Jamie, and best man, Nathan. This is what I want you to do, ladies and gentlemen, because this is an exciting moment. I want you to all start clapping to the music with me. Let's rev it up. Come on. Let's rev it up. Let's pump it up. Because I am welcoming in here tonight for the first time as husband and wife, the newlywed Mr. and Mrs. Chams.
I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world. Been on this for a while now. Paying my dues to the dirt. I've been waiting to start. The whole thing for a while.
There they are. Let's give them one more cheer. All right, Mr. and Mrs. Chams, let's have one more cheer for our newlywed couple, ladies and gentlemen. All right, and now while I've got you up there and while we're all feeling a tad romantic, we are going to do our bridal dance, ladies and gentlemen. I present to you on the dance floor, dancing together for the first time as husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Chams. Ladies and gentlemen, the newlywed Mr. and Mrs. Germs. Fantastic. Absolutely beautiful. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask you now to kindly please return to your seats. We are going to have two actors speech.
Gone and close the curtains, 'cause all we need is candlelight. You and me and a bottle of wine. I'll hold you tonight. Well, we know I'm going away, and how I wish it were so. So take this wine and drink with me. Let's delay our misery. Say tonight, fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow, tomorrow I'll be gone. Say tonight, fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow, tomorrow I'll be gone. There's a lot.
So first cab off the rank, make her feel extra welcome. It's our mother of the bride, Annie.
All I really want to say, I've only had one drink. Yep. Just from the moment Toni was born, I've just been so proud of her achievements. God, she's annoyed me too. But I just want to say you've got a wonderful man, and I hope you have the best life ever. I love you, baby.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Our mother of the bride. Give her a big round of applause. And thank you for making me run. I really need to do that, so it's got me on track there. Ladies and gentlemen, next up we have our groomsman, Ben. Up you come, Ben. And he's not a very good dancer and he's not really out there. I don't believe it, to be honest. Ladies and gentlemen, Ben.
Good evening, everyone, or afternoon, what it is. I wouldn't say I'm a man of too many words, yet I've come extremely unprepared. I guess I thought I'd leave to something that's more spontaneous. To the groom and bride, can I have a round of applause? I've known Lee for a number of years. I don't even think I can count them on my hands. He's a wonderful guy, and he has an even wonderful wife. And I couldn't be more happy for the both of you. And I wish you the best of luck for the future. And I know that only the love will grow. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. All right, next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have our best man, Nathan. Here he comes. Give him a big round of applause.
Sorry, my notes are saved in my phone.
21st century.
It's easier than cue cards. So I'm Nathan, for those who don't know me. I'm the best man here, only by title. We all know the best man here today is Lee. Let's begin with how I met Lee, because his first impression was, it was something. At high school in year 7, we had the opportunity for a school camp. Awesome. We get these large wooden cabins and some really nice views of nature outside. So mates and I were hanging out in our group's cabin, and these two guys just kind of wrestling in the room, the hands on each other's shoulders, kind of just pushing each other back and forth, like a test of strength. Both the guys were small frame, pretty scrawny looking guys. I knew one, but I didn't know who the other guy was. He must have been from a different class, and he didn't play AFL at lunch, so I didn't know him. So as they're pushing, this unknown kid, despite being so little, powers the other kid back. As it turned out, a bit too far, and he pushed him through a window. And that's how I met Lee. Don't worry, no one was hurt. And they paid for the window to be fixed. So it wasn't until about the middle of our high school years that Lee and I started to really hang out and become good friends. He's a fun, silly, random guy at times with what pops into his head, but he always got his work done and consistently well. Yes. He's very proud of his most consistent award from Year 12 Health and PE, and he should be. He worked really hard, but it has been 9 years now. So in all the years I've known Lee, he's proven to be friendly, creative, and strong. Lee is a great friend and a lovable fool. But I mean that endearingly, because he's not dumb. He just loves silly, random things. And today is proof of just how smart he is by marrying the fantastic lady beside him. On the night where these two started seeing each other, I was kind of a cross between a wingman and a third wheel. As I believe both Toni and I knew they were going to work out as a couple, and Lee was kind of just enjoying it himself, living in the moment. For some strange reason though, Lee tended to be paying more attention to me, giving me compliments about my outfit, like, "Toni, look how good he looks." Toni and I were laughing the entire night until I slinked away and gave them some space for just themselves. And here we are today. Although Toni, who knows, maybe he said I had smelled nice that night, or I could have been the one wearing that dress. You are both great people and great friends, and I'm incredibly happy for the both of you and the love that you share together. Congratulations.
That was gorgeous. Ladies and gentlemen, Nathan, can we have another round of applause? Fantastic. Okay, next up we have our beautiful maid of honour, Jamie. Here she comes, looking beautiful, ready to go.
This could end bad. Hi everyone. For those of you who don't know, I'm Toni's sister, and I just want to thank everyone for coming out today. It's such a It's such a pleasure to celebrate this day with all of you. So in all honesty, I googled a lot of maid of honour speeches, and the one piece of advice I kept finding was to start off with a quote. So I did some research, and I believe that their love is best described by Dr. Seuss. You know you're in love when you can't fall asleep because reality is finally better than your dreams. Don't do that. My sister and I have a lot of memories together, which most are too inappropriate to share today. But whether she knows it or not, she's always been a role model to me. And if one day I can be as happy as she is today, then that's good enough for me. Oh my gosh. I've spent the last few years getting to know Lee, and I want you to know that we love you and we are really excited for you to be a part of our family. Oh my Jesus. We're really blessed to have you. I feel incredibly lucky to be gaining you as my brother. Now can we all raise our glasses high in the air? Oh gosh. Love is a friendship that has caught fire. May your love burn bright for many years to come. Here's to my best friend and her new best friend. Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jamie. So absolutely heartfelt and beautiful. Come on, let's give her a big round of applause. That was beautiful. And now we have a surprise speech. It is from our father of the bride, Lee. Give him a big round of applause.
Oh, I don't do a lot of speeches. Firstly, congratulations to both Toni and Lee. I couldn't see Toni with anyone better than Lee. I've only known Lee for a short time, and 4 years? Yeah, 4 years. You know, and you know, you two are just. Hey. Yeah, weird. Weird, shy, but you know what? You grew on me and, you know, I couldn't ask for a better son-in-law. I couldn't ask for a better daughter. Congratulations to you both. You've both made me very proud. And thank you everyone for coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, our father of the bride. Give him another cheer. That was impromptu. And finally, it's our couple of the hour. I want you to cheer. I want you to go crazy and wild for Mr. and Mrs. Chams.
You can hear me? All right. I'm feeling very happy after today. I don't know what to say. Yeah, take over.
And as always, in true Toni fashion, got to rescue Lee. And I'm going to wing it like everything else in my life. So, thank you. I just want to thank everybody for coming. It means so much that you're all here to celebrate with us. I'm losing it.
I'm always happy at the big family gatherings, and I'm just so happy everyone's here. It's like unbelievable. Like, I still can't believe this is happening. It's like a movie. You watch someone getting married, you don't believe it's your own one. I feel so lucky to be with Toni, to meet the whole family. And there's still a lot of moments to come. I feel like a great accomplishment after today. And it's still unbelievable. The mic is, yep. Oh, I don't know what else to say. Do you want to help me out here? Help me out.
He's having no luck with this thing.
I might get like closer.
He's definitely one of a kind. Leroy, I couldn't imagine being with anyone else. You're my best friend. I love you. I can hear laughing. Fiona. What's going on over there? You know, this whole day was about us just having fun, hence the zoo. And we definitely had 100 times more fun with you all being here. So thank you all for being here with us, and we love every single one of you.
We still have all the dancing to do tonight. Yep. It's going to get wild tonight, so let's keep going.
There may be some shots. Let's go.
Now that is what I'm talking about. Our bride and groom, give them a big cheer. No, don't sit down. Don't sit down. While we're at it, we're going to go straight into the cake cutting. So if you wouldn't mind coming towards the cake, please. And if anybody has cameras, phones, and you would like to take the opportunity to get a photo of our bride and groom cutting the cake, please step forward now. Just be conscious of the professional photographer and videographer, but otherwise take this moment to get a photo of our bride and groom cutting the cake. All right, you know what? We need a kiss. Can I get you guys to ching your glasses, please? Ching your glasses, ready for a kiss. Ching, ching, ching. All right, off you go, Mr. and Mrs. Champs. Woo! You know what? I like that so much. I need to see it again. Can we ching the glasses? Let's get one more kiss. Oh. Oh, yes. Wow. Taxi. Now that is what I'm talking about. Have you got your shots? Beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could kindly please be upstanding and move back towards the dance floor. And we're going to ask our bride to come forward. So we are going to call onto the dance floor. Lee? You hear Lee? Here he comes. Shake. Oh, yeah, that's right. You're going to... Swapping it over, it's our father-daughter dance. We've got Lee dancing with his beautiful daughter Toni on her wedding day.
Look at the two of you dancing that way, lost in the moment and each other's face. So much in love, you're alone in this place, like there's nobody else in the world. I was enough for her not long ago. I was her number one, she told me so, and she still means the world to me, just so you know. So be careful when you hold my girl. Time changes everything, life must go on. I'm not gonna stand in your way. I loved her first, I held her first, and a place in my heart will always be hers. From the first breath she breathed, when she first smiled at me, I knew the love of a father runs deep. I prayed that she'd find you someday, but it's still hard to give her away. I loved her first. How could that beautiful woman wed you be the same freckle-faced kid that I knew? One that I read all those fairy tales to, and tucked into bed all those nights. And I knew the first time I saw you with her, it was only a matter of time. I loved her first, I held her first, and a place in my heart will always be hers. From the first breath she breathed, when she first smiled at me, I knew the love of a father runs deep. I prayed that she
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could invite you all to please now join on the dance floor for a slow dance in celebration of this beautiful union. Come and join us, ladies and gentlemen. Find yourselves a partner. Doesn't matter if you don't know them. Anyone. If not, there's a few animals outside.
When a miracle smiles over you, I loved her first. When your legs don't work like they used to before, and I can't sweep you off of your feet. Will your mouth still remember the taste of my love?
And join us, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a slow
Will your
dance.
eyes still smile from your cheek? Darling, I will be loving you till we're 70. And baby, my heart could still fall as hard at 23. And I'm thinking about how
any idea what we're going to be doing right now? Musical chairs, absolutely. And it looks like we're down to the last two. That is a good game. We should get that going at weddings. I like it. All right, we are actually doing a game that is called the shoe game. Has anyone seen this before? Great. So what this game is about is finding out how much Lee and Toni really know about each other. So, as you can see, Lee and Toni both have a shoe that belongs to each other. I'm going to be asking them a question about their relationship, and they're going to be holding up the shoe of the person they believe the answer is. The catch is, there's no mirrors on either side of you, is there? That's happened before, no. The catch is they can't see the answer, only you guys can, so it's lots of fun. So should we get it going? Yeah. All right. First cab off the rank. Who is more romantic? Okay, beautiful, they agree on that. Yep, beautiful, it's Toni. Who made the first move? What? Hang on. Who made the first move? No, the physical first move. Not like, yep. Oh, okay, we've got a disagreement on that one. That's interesting. We'll have to talk about that a little bit later. I'm not going to ask the next one because it came up in the ceremony. Who says I love you most often? Oh, of course. Who says I'm sorry first after an argument? All right, it would be fun seeing the arguments at your house. Okay, who was the bigger geek in high school? Both. So we've got both from Lee, and we've got Lee from Toni. Okay, who is smarter? Oh, now that's why this marriage is going to last. Who is a better driver? All right, beautiful. Who is better at keeping secrets? Oh, nice. I love this one. Who is more likely to give the other food poisoning? Who is more spontaneous?
Toni.
Okay, who is the bigger flirt? Interesting. We've got opposite choosing each other. Okay. Who wears the pants in the relationship? Good answer, Lee. Let's give him a round of applause. This marriage is going to last. All right. Who is more likely to drop their phone in the toilet? Who is more likely to get injured? Who is more likely to be running late? I love it. Who spends more money? As it should be, beautiful. That's Toni, excellent. Who's more in control of the TV remote? Yeah, beautiful. Here we go, this is one of my faves, listen closely. Who is more likely to deal with a spider in the bath? At least you're honest there, Lee. We know Tony's the spider hero. Who is more likely to get lost? Yep. Who is messier? Beautiful. Who has the smelliest feet? Oh! Okay, I love this one. Ready? Who spends the most amount of time in front of the mirror? Okay. All right, now this one. Oh, I don't know about this one. You ready? Has everyone had a bit to drink? I hope so. Who has the craziest family? Oh, beautiful. It's Toni. Okay. Who is the better kisser? Oh, that's nice. There's Toni on that one. Who talks more? Yep, of course. Who is more likely to use up all the hot water? Who is more likely to wake up with a hangover? Okay. Who snores the loudest? Okay. Who has better general knowledge? Oh, wow. Oh, you go, girlfriend. Okay. Who is the bigger baby when they have a cold? Man flu. Oh, Lee reckons it's Toni. There you go. Okay. Who has better taste in music? Come on, Lee. All right, so it's each other. Who is always right? Think carefully, Lee. Think carefully. Who's always right? Who's always right? You've just gotten married. Yes! Give her a round of applause. All right. Who is funnier? Oh, I like that, says Lee. Okay, now this one's a good one. Let's see if we can get you guys on the same page with this one. Who is the better dancer? Oh, it's Lee. And I tell you, you guys are so lucky that you agreed on that, because otherwise I would have been challenging you to a dance-off right now. So fantastic. Well, who is the most organised? Oh, beautiful. All right. Who is more stubborn? Both. Beautiful. Okay. Who did more of the wedding planning? Yep. Beautiful. Okay. Who spends more time on Facebook? Beautiful. Okay. Now this is a really important question, so I want you to listen really carefully, okay? Very important. If both of you were trapped on a desert island, who would be more likely to eat the other one to stay alive?
Toni! Go girl!
It's good to know that you would save yourselves. I love that. You chose each other. This is very cute. I love it. Okay, so listen carefully. Who do you love most in the world? Beautiful. Each other. Who will you spend the rest of your life with? Lee put up both. Okay. If you were marooned on a desert island, here we go, and you could only have one person with you, who would it be? Okay, and last question before we get the dance floor going. Who is your soulmate? Give them a round of applause, Toni and Lee, guys. All right, beautiful. We're going to get the dance floor going. Let's give them one more big round of applause. All right, and let's get there. We're going to get those chairs. If you can help your bride up, please, Lee.
'Cause there's you and me, and I